What did your Ashoka Fellowship teach you about social entrepreneurship best practices?
I think Ashoka is remarkably entrepreneurial by design. When I first heard about it, I knew almost nothing about it. And I just thought it seemed really interesting, but like really loose, hard to define, and kind of classic me way. I was like, where's the structure? What are the outcomes? What's the process? And, it lacks a lot of those things. And so I think I was somewhat skeptical, and just hearing about it, like well before I ever became part of the fellowship, that like anything like that could actually have huge impact. And I've been incredibly pleasantly surprised at learning about it while I was going through the process of someone generously recommending me, but then also learning about it as a fellow. I've been so impressed with the idea that it sort of by design is not structured. It's essentially, it exists to be a network of different innovators, and specifically tries to make everyone a change maker, and then see themselves as a change maker. And you really do learn and get as much out of it as you put in. So if you decide that you're going to tap the network of people who know a lot about something similar to you, or you're going to go to their staff for help on any number of projects, you'll get that help, and you'll have people wanting to give you advice across the network. And I think if you don't do that, you won't, because there's not like a structured deliverable that they're going to hand you. And I think there's a lot about the definition of system even at Ashoka that's super loose. So how they think about the way that change happens is not like first you build an organization and then you build systems change, or some really structured theory of change. It's actually really open. And I think a lot of the best social entrepreneurs, I'm starting to realize, are ones that are ready to reinvent the work they're doing over and over and over again. And I think that is the thing that is most unique about Ashoka, is that there's recognition of that, there's encouragement of that. Even by definition, I mean, I'm here and choosing to be here very actively at Peer Health Exchange for a long time, but by definition, the fellowship isn't about sticking with a certain organization. It's about being a fellow for life and pursuing the mission you have in many different ways, whatever that takes the form of. So there's many of us in the fellowship who actually are sticking with an organization and see that as the pathway for their greatest impact, and at least for a period of time. But I think there are also many people who have done many different things, and that by definition is also really different than a lot of fellowships where it's like you're here because you're leading this one thing.